This is the last question, and since everybody always says I only take questions from America, this is a question from Argentina. She says, Mr. LaRouche, I am a 21-year-old single mother and also a student at the university halfway through my program of studies. I've been reading your work for approximately 3 years, and I see no other ideas or projects that will get off the inclined plane on which we find ourselves, and which unfortunately appears to be endless. My question to you is this: what do we do to transmit to the majority of the world's youth who only live in the present and do so very badly the idea that they have a concrete, real, and effective future based only on cultivating the creative abilities of their minds? Thank you.
I think fairly simply, after what I've said in this direction already today here, is that let's take the space program. We need to get at the heart of these matters in an exemplary way, and an exemplary way should also be a highly practical way. I think the objective, because it involves a concept of a change in the image of what man is. When you go to constant acceleration as a required modality in flight of a human being from one planet to another, you're operating in a completely new kind of domain, the domain of the relativistic relations, relativistic transport. And this is a great challenge, because you have to think about when you're getting out of a one gravity situation on Earth into this kind of artificial gravity, you are in a relativistic environment. Your definition, your terms of thinking about the same old things you knew before are now presented in a new way. The human race eventually has to live in the universe. We have to live in the solar system. We have to live in the galaxy in the longer term. We have to face the challenge that represents. We have to see, you have to think like an immortal person. That is to think in such terms that you are thinking about mankind in the distant future. And you're thinking about your place in relationship to mankind in the distant future and even distant planets. Because you're looking for something in yourself which has permanent value. We're all mortal, we're born and we die. But we're not animals. We're creatively thinking creatures. And the meaning of our life does not lie in our biological existence as such. It lies in the meaning for humanity before us and after us, in what our lives have contributed to the existence of humanity as a whole. We have to see ourselves as human in that way. And therefore, the best way, practical way, is always to look ahead, to look as far ahead as you can look into the future, and see what it is that you must do for the future, so that your hand is at the tiller long after you're dead in that way. And obviously, if you're going to chart a course, you have to chart a good choice of course. So pick one. Pick a destiny. Pick a destiny 2 generations, 3 generations, 4 generations before your life today. Try to reach that far. Try to make something that you do something that contributes to the future of humanity. Find your identity in the future of humanity after death. Commit the kind of acts and kind of development that mean that. And act accordingly. Because that is the secret of true happiness. That is the pursuit of happiness as understood by Leibniz, as recorded in his second reply to Locke, which became the cornerstone of our Constitution through first the Declaration of Independence, where it is the meaning of our existence as a nation, and was reflected again in the preamble of the Constitution in its own way. We have to be immortal. We have to be immortal by assuming immortal responsibilities. Reach beyond our own life to what we can do now, which will touch in a beneficial way generations of people after we're dead. In that way, you know you're immortal. If you think like that, you know you are immortal. If you can act like that, you do even better.